the Ministry of Truth floats above the temple canton. Actually a small moonlet from oblivion called Bardao, this celestial object is said to have been stopped in its fall toward the city of Vivek by Lord Vivek himself, who brought it to rest above the temple canton, where it has hovered ever since. Although the moonlet looks quite majestic hovering sedately above the city, local legend maintains that, should the populace cease to worship Vivek, the moonlet will complete its fall and raise the city. The temple has dug many tunnels and chambers into the moonlet and converted it into a maximum security prison for dissidents and religious criminals, the term being vague and hence being open to interpretation, allowing various people to be imprisoned. The security of the ministry is obvious to any who see it. The only way to end and flee from the moonlet is by flight.
The entrance and various inside doors are locked and heavily guarded by ordinators, most of them hostile. Unlike most ordinators, however, they will not only not turn hostile if you're wearing ordinator armor, but will also let you pass. Their fight is not too high. There are a few others on whom different methods can be used to avoid bloodshed. If you are an adept or higher in the temple hierarchy, the guards will warn you to leave the first time you talk to them, and become hostile on the second, in which case all guards in the area will attack you on sight. If you have the Morrowind patch project installed and are the patriarch of the temple, they will protest the irregularity of your demands for access to the ministry, but will nevertheless comply, giving you directions to people in charge with the keys and warning you about the hostile guards. The temple canton is considered the holiest place in all of Vardenfell by the Dunmer. It is the headquarters of the Tribunal Temple and home of the living god Vivek, and is visited by hundreds of tourists and pilgrims daily. The High Fane is the largest tribunal temple on Vardenfell and is presided over by the Archcanon, along with a large staff of priests, healers, and monks. The Hall of Wisdom and Hall of Justice contain the executive, administrative, judicial and martial operations of the Tribunal Temple, while the Ministry of Truth, a moon suspended by Vivek's power above the canton, provides a prison and re-education center operated by the temple ordinators for the correction of heretics.
Mayor Milo is a dissident priest working in the library of Vivek undercover and your first contact with the group. You'll find many common books here along with a land deed. In the office of the watch you'll find two ranking ordinators, Tara Brarin and Elam Anders, who have some jobs for you. A hidden trapdoor leads to the secret library of Vivek, which contains many interesting books, among them Progress of Truth, Galore Rithari's Papers, and Vampires of Vardenfell, Volume 2. The Hall of Wisdom is where many temple staff have their sleeping quarters and their offices. At the base of the canton lies a typical underworks, inhabited by rats and slaughterfish. It can be accessed through the Halls of Justice or Wisdom, or through underwater grates to the northwest, northeast and southeast of the canton. Thola Sarioni is the patriarch and archcanon of the Tribunal Temple, located in his offices behind a locked door. Endrin Lethan is a quest giver for the temple as well. There are a great number of shrines giving blessings to the faithful. The Ministry of Truth is a hollow moon floating above the temple canton, which functions as a prison and re-education center for temple dissidents. When visited, Alvila Saram will provide a key to get in. Two bridges north connect to the St. Delin and St. Oms cantons. A bridge south leads to the Palace of Vivek. The gondola on the west side provides transportation to the Arena, Harlu and Telvanni cantons.